All right, guys, welcome back to the ShuttleSquad episode 31. This week, we had some issues getting this episode running. I'm here with Marvin and Christo online. We hope you can see us. We hope you can hear us. Some of us had some struggles with their microphones. Some of us had some struggles with their cars breaking down on the way to the recording. Christo, is your car okay to start with?
Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll just need to buy a new battery. Yeah, that it's happening right now.
Perfect timing. And Marvin,
maybe we need a car sponsor for you.
Yeah, well, in Badminton it's hard to get some, especially in France.
Hey, Peugeot.
Yes. Well, Peugeot is not so good right now, I think. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, starting this episode with some problems, but we're here. I'm happy that we get this running. After a few days of recovery, after the European Championships, we're back with another episode. Kirsty, sadly not with us today. She's just buying a house. Random tasks that you just do after a tournament. But I'm happy that you guys have time for this one. And where do we start? We start with. Congratulations to our new European champion in men's doubles. Didn't see that coming, to be honest.
Me neither. Yeah, it was a big thing, and I'm just happy about the performance. It's a big thing, and I don't see myself becoming a European champion doubles many times. So that's a good one.
Yeah, I was just on the phone with my cousin, and he basically said, "Yeah, it's crazy that they did it. But it's also kind of a shame for every doubles player that two singles guys go in and take this title." Marvin, what do you think about that?
I mean, I've played Christo and Toma a few times, so I know that they are very, very good doubles players. So I don't think that it's really a shame. But of course, it hurts a little bit to see it also when you were yourself in the tournament and couldn't do it. That's maybe a little bit in it, but I know that they play super good badminton, so obviously they deserve it.
Thank you.
I mean, the heart and soul that they leave on court is pretty amazing. So, fully congrats and deserved.
Thank you, Marvin.
Yeah, we will definitely talk about this whole doubles surprise. It is a surprise, even though it is well deserved. But I'm going to invite your brother Tommy to one of our next episodes. So I think we will do a deep dive into your guys' double in one of the next ones. But yeah, maybe we can still do a little recap from the Europeans. And Marvin, how was the tournament for you? Didn't really go as planned, I guess.
Not as planned for sure. But I mean, what can you actually plan at European Championships? That's difficult. Also with how we went into the tournament, actually, Daniel and I both were pretty sick the week before and weren't able to train at all. It was not the perfect preparation, but that's of course not an excuse. It's just a fact. Therefore I think we managed pretty well. First game we played really well against the English. Showed some good badminton there and actually had a decent start into the tournament. And then with the second match, we of course knew that Iloa and Leo are really good players and that we have to perform well. And to be honest, I think we did. It's not that we played badly or anything. It was a good match, long match. Also, I think like 71 minutes or something like that. So good rallies and overall just good badminton, I would say. Maybe lost the nerves a little bit in the end there. Also first set, like just one or two mistakes at the crunch situations that cannot happen then if you want to win these matches. And then they just managed better when it got tight. Obviously congrats to them. And then also getting a silver for them after losing to Christo and Toma is also like really impressive, I think. Not too many would have bet on that before the championship. So kudos to them. Well done. And of course, then we are not happy that we lost against them in the second round. but it's also not that we can say, we should have done this or that a lot better. It's more like, okay, it's a 50-50 game, and on that day, we were the unlucky ones, I would say.
Yeah, but I can imagine it always hurts if you then see them getting a medal and playing a European final when you've been that close.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, beating Ben and Sean in the quarterfinal is a amazing achievement for them.
Yeah.
They fully deserve it, and then of course, like with having Stuttgart having to pull out in the semifinal, that's of course a little lucky, but still, like they could have also just lost in 2 sets against them, which they did not. So it's also big that they managed to play 3 sets, make them work hard, and then of course, a little luck is involved, but really well done from them.
Yeah. Christo, how would you reflect on that whole tournament?
Yeah, I think like for my part of vision, it was tough from the beginning because when we trained in Menho on Sunday and Monday, the shuttles were really slow. So it was kind of, you were trying to get some then tactics or some stuff to think about the whole week, about how to handle the shuttles. Oh, sorry, my cat's here. Oh. Hello.
Hey, cutie.
So yeah,
love it.
I would say it was tough then to switch into first round and then super fast shuttles. So we needed to adapt real quick, and but I think having like first rounds like okay, like I'd say managing well the first rounds was pretty good, and to be efficient because we knew we had to play both draws and we want to medal on both draws, so we shouldn't left useless energy on court. I think that was the toughest challenge on this week of the Europeans, and I think we managed pretty well. Maybe just one match from my brother who got a really long against the Swedish guy. But then I quite well managed to do that, and I'm happy about that. I think I had a big semi-final. It's also my first medal on a European Championship without counting the European Games. So it was also big for me. I was pretty happy, and of course I wanted to go to the final and get the gold. But I think we've played a great match with Alex. Played some decent level, and I'm happy to also be back on track, with some good level and being consistent about it. Then about the doubles, I think we had also some tricky matches against the English guys, Ethan and Callum. I think they played really good against us, and also I wouldn't say that the conditions playing with fast shuttles fits us very well with Tommy usually, because we like to defend and to open the court. But I think it was also nice for us to win with those conditions, and I think we also improved a lot on service, return, and third and fourth shots, which I think we now control, and we are happy about that. Of course, I think having not to play against a better ranked players than us during the whole European Championship, I think it's also a bit lucky to get a title like that. It's a good opportunity for us because we play the English guys, then we play Danish, and then the French. Knowing that there is also normally we should have played Astrup and Rasmussen in the semi-final. I think it was just a great opportunity for us, and we took it. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, overall, not the best week for Denmark, hosting that tournament with so many players out. I mean, Axelsen pulled out before the tournament. Antonsen pulled out, I think, on first day or second day.
He had to go on court, and I think it was just right, like few minutes before he pulled out.
Yeah. And then also Gemke getting injured, Søgaard getting injured. Crazy.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened to Rasmus because he played okay. Like first set was pretty long, and then he was winning, and then second game as well. But then I didn't watch the game, so I have no idea what happened. Because he still tried, because he went to 11-0 in the third.
I also don't really know. Yeah.
Okay.
I just saw him walking out of the arena, and that didn't look good. So
Okay.
he was definitely there was definitely something bigger involved, I guess. But he could walk, but it did look good. Yeah, but I mean, they still got 2 titles with Line Kjærsfeldt getting the women's single against Kirsty, unfortunately, from a shuttle squad perspective.
Yes.
But we will also talk about that with her when she's back. And then also they got the mixed titles with Toft Mayland. Kind of saved their week in a way. But what was the biggest surprises of that whole European Championships for you guys? Apart from Christo winning a doubles title.
I would say women's singles medals, and also Dinata from Croatia getting medal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was not expecting 2 countries to get their first medal in singles
Yeah,
And
but
actually, Leo and Eloi, as I said,
as
also
well. Yeah.
like very surprising to me, to be honest.
yeah, interesting week. Yeah, where we going now? I know that Marvin, you are already in Frankfurt, Dortelweil, getting
Yes.
ready for the
Yes.
Bundesliga semifinals. And
I
Against
cannot
your
wish
club,
you good luck.
Christo.
Yeah, I cannot wish you good luck this time.
Yeah, I know.
but
But
Christo,
it's
you're
gonna be
not
fun.
you cannot play, right? You have few matches this season.
Yeah, I only played 4 matches, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I couldn't play more because obviously of the international calendar and also our team match in France, which is pretty tough to put all inside. And yeah, I hope to play more matches in the future, but at the moment it's very difficult.
And wasn't it again that like were you supposed to play on the weekend of Swiss Open final if you would have lost earlier?
No.
Ah, okay. Because last year I think you went to All England semi-final and therefore couldn't play the team matches, right? And I
Yeah.
thought because there was a doubles weekend again on the weekend where you went to the final in Swiss Open, it was that you weren't eligible again this year because of going too far in the tournament.
Yeah,
Too good.
Yeah, actually, during Swiss Open, last year it was the same. I should have played. We have French team match every time on Saturday. So
Okay.
if I play German League, it will be only Sunday. But last year, that's true about All England. I was planning to, of course, if it didn't go that well,
Yeah,
then to
yeah,
go. But unfortunately, I couldn't. Then can play also playoffs. So yeah, it's a good thing against the
yeah,
bad thing. But yeah, well,
yeah,
that's how it
yeah.
is.
That's how it is. Yeah. But it's
Yes.
also interesting, I think, when we talk with not badminton players about our schedule, and people normally are so used to like football stuff and or maybe handball or whatever, and then they think like the league is like the biggest thing ever, and that we get paid from the club and that we actually train in the club. Sometimes they also think that. So like when we start talking about, yeah, actually like the league is of course we want to perform well and we want to do well and we want to win, but in the end the international calendar is what really matters.
Yeah.
Then like people normally think, oh, okay, yeah, I thought differently, and then but but you do live where you play for the club, right? And yeah, in my case, yes, but normally no. We train in our national center, and okay, now with you, Chris, it's a little different, but most of us players actually do this. So yeah, it's very unique in this badminton world that we have this kind of system, I would say.
Yes, yes. I also think that's not also encouraging clubs to like how to say having little kids and have a lot of academies and stuff because
Yeah,
if like for example there's no national center but every federation helps for example every club which is in the highest league has to have academy and to have at least 3 or 4 players from the academy every time it will be very different but yeah the badminton system is just like that and we cannot change it right now.
no, it's true. But yeah, I was also wondering if like you could change it long term if associations were up to it, but then in the end, associations also, I think, feel like they want to have the control over the players and they can't if they train in their clubs, which I do understand right now because also most of the clubs don't have the right structures implemented to actually get players to the level that they need to be at to perform on the international tour. But on the other hand, like the clubs also can never get there if they don't get the responsibility to create a system that makes the players good enough.
And also if, for example, a club wants like really badly to create those academies, and then you have some good players coming up, but then everyone's going to the national center, so you lose all of them. So it's kind of how to say, your efforts from the club are not really worth it today.
Yeah, I agree.
Christo, how was that for you? Have you always trained in your system where you are right now, or have you also trained with the national center and then moved back to?
No, I've never moved from Fort-sur-Mer right now. I never. It's the same hole I'm training for almost 20 years actually. So it's crazy. Since I'm just went in France, I stayed here.
Okay, so for you that system worked basically. That's a good example.
Yeah, but as Marvin said, it's not every club can do it, obviously. And also, we were not like we are right now, 15 years back, also even 5 years back. So, yeah, little by little, we have grown this maybe team and an academy and the club also. It takes time because of the system of today with like random clubs. But today I think we kind of having a good academy, and I'm not sure that also fits every association, every badminton club as well.
Yeah, Marvin, if you look to Germany, I mean, we have obviously all the best players training together. And I mean, there's a reason for that also, to have the best possible sparring and to have the best development with those players all in one place. I've never thought about decentralizing it in Germany, actually. Do you think that would make sense at some point, or is it not really?
Yeah, I think the country is too big and the structure is too bad to actually do it now. But then on the other hand, like if you look 30 years into the future, like maybe you should invest now into decentralizing it a little bit more and then getting the benefits later. And to be honest, like with where we are with German badminton right now, we're also not doing too well, right? Like we are struggling a little bit. I mean, the last 5 years, I would say, have been still quite good before Olympics, but now with the older generation falling apart a little bit and having some issues or getting babies or whatever, it's difficult. And yeah, you have to rethink how you do things, and you unfortunately in sports can't fix it just like this. It always takes time and a lot of planning ahead and sticking to a plan that hopefully works for quite a long time, and you can only really evaluate after quite a long period if it worked or not, and if you like took the right decisions many years back or if it was stupid. So yeah, it's very difficult, and you can just try your best, I guess. And the responsibility is at the association right now to take the right decisions there. But I also know that it's super, super difficult.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to laugh because I was seeing our names now in the frame, and for me it's Tommy and it's Christo and it's
I also saw it 2 seconds ago.
Marvin 5991. So I don't know if people will see that, but I just read it and I had to laugh. Yeah.
Sorry. It's my Spotify name, so if anybody wants to follow me on Spotify.
Yeah. Follow Muffin5991 for the best playlists. badminton preparations. Okay, yeah, okay. Bundesliga. We have the Bundesliga semifinals today. Marvin's team, Saarbrücken-Bischmisheim versus Christo's team, Dortelweil. Marvin, you are there already. It's going to be a tough one for you guys. Dortelweil is stacked even without Christo being there. And you have also some players missing through injury. We talked about Frederik Söger, who was obviously one of your main characters in men's doubles beside you. So what's your expectations for tonight?
Yeah, to be honest, it's going to be really, really difficult. It would be a wonder, I guess, if we would actually pull it off and win this match. Actually, Julie Dawal Jakobsen also won't be able to play, unfortunately, so that's also a
Oh.
bummer. Yeah,
Uh,
so we are really, really unlucky through the whole season, to be honest, with everything that happened. I think I've never, ever had a season where that many injuries or unlucky events accumulated like it had this season. So yeah, I think it's actually already pretty impressive that we still made it to the semifinal with how everything went this season. And now we will just leave our heart on court, just like Christo and Thomas did last week, and just try everything we have. And then, yeah, if we could pull it off tonight, I think it would be a really, really big achievement for the club, to be honest. But yeah, let's see and hope for the best.
yes, we will see. I'll be there. I'll be following. And then also there's the other match going on, Wipperfeld against Wittorf, to wrap up the Bundesliga a little bit. Also with everybody expecting Wipperfeld to win, and then it would be kind of the same final as last year. But yeah, let's play the semifinals first and see how things are going. Badminton can be quite surprising sometimes. So,
Sure.
especially also with the scoring system we have in the league, with playing five games until 11. And that's actually a question that we got from last episode, where one of our listeners texted me and was like, "Can you ask the guys about the new scoring system that BWF is also talking about?" And they are discussing 3 games to 15 at the moment, right? So that was actually surprising to me, because I thought if we change it, they would go for the shorter games until 11 and play best of 5. But what do you think about this new system?
Well, I think they tried to make it more media-wise with the 11, was it? And also
More breaks,
they say less, more breaks, less injuries, they say, and it didn't pass. So I think they're trying to reduce the time playing. And 3 sets to 15 is it's gonna be weird. But if it needs to reduce, then reduce. But I think I'll probably go for 11, then like 5 sets of 11, then 3 sets of 15. I like it the way in Germany we play, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't tried to 15 yet, to be honest, but I could imagine that it works quite well, actually, because reducing the total amount of time of matches, especially like some matches on the World Tour when they take like 1 hour, 45 minutes or whatever. First of all, it's super exhausting for the players. Like in badminton, you have to play the next day again if you win, right? So like it's crazy to go on court maybe twice or 3 times, day after day after day, to play 1.5 hours. If I think of men's singles, where they actually really have to cover the whole court, like for 1.5 hours, it's crazy for the body, and it's almost unfair if you have matches like this and have to play the next day, and the other guy had an easier match. So I think it evens out the chances more if you play it a little shorter. Yeah, and then like I also actually like to play to 11, but it can also be very stressful. So maybe
Yes.
that changes a little bit when it gets to 15. Because if you lose like 5 points in the beginning of a set to 11, then you almost already feel like you have lost the set. Where if it gets a little bit longer, then you can still recover from it a little bit. So maybe there are a few more of the like ups and down matches, where it's not just okay, one has the lead and he just survives the lead, kind of. But to be honest, yeah, I'm happy to try it out. I'm a little bit looking forward to it, and yeah, I think for especially my style of play, where I try to go all out from the beginning on a little bit, it would suit me as well. So maybe it's also a little biased opinion.
Yeah, I think it. I mean, it definitely changes the game. That's for sure. Like, if you just make it shorter, the games until 15 and still keep it to 3, it just gets a little less physical, right?
Yeah.
So that,
But also more intense.
Yeah.
maybe. Like sometimes when you see singles in the beginning, they just like play like. No offense, Christo, but
It's okay.
I think the beginning of matches often are a little slow, and you test each other out a little bit, and no one really
Yeah.
cares until 11, and then like you start giving your best. Where I feel like why? Um,
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's also, I think it's also it's like singles and doubles. It's so different, and even though you're really warm to go on court, like playing a player, then how to say, like for example, if you play my brother, you would know he will only attack, for example. But then when you warm up, then you don't have, like, you're not ready for this big defense. So first of all, you're like trying your shots because you need to try out your lift, you need to try out your defense, you need to try out some attack, and then you don't take many risks. But then after 11, when you got those feelings, then you can go. In doubles, I think you need less feelings to play. Like it's more service, and then it's quick rallies. So, and then you don't need to be so precise on lines or stuff. It's more about maybe with the net and stuff,
yeah.
good defense and moving forward. So I think it's like you can go all in doubles, but in singles you can go all in, but not with the shots, I would say.
Yeah. Maybe I
So
should just try in singles also now.
Yeah. But I think you
Now
get
that it's
some
shorter.
feelings with the mix. Mix can be a little different than doubles
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, now that Christo showed that he can be European champion in doubles, maybe I should I should just give it a try in singles.
I would
Yeah,
love to see that. It would really be interesting where you would rank in singles actually. I'm
I don't think it's
I don't
gonna be
want
fun
to
for me.
yeah. I don't want to say you're bad, but I don't think you would get anywhere close to winning a European championship.
Okay, yeah, no, definitely not. But maybe I could win a round here or there. I think I'm actually not that
Definitely.
bad in singles, but
Yeah, of course.
yeah,
I've never seen you play singles. And you told me a few times that you're going to play a singles in the Bundesliga, but it never
yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Yeah, why
So
not?
maybe
Actually,
surprise me
it
tonight.
was two times. It was really close this season. Once the coaches advised me not to, and the other time, a younger player from the club really wanted to play, so I gave him
Yeah.
a shot.
Okay.
So, but maybe it will happen sooner than you think. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys play enough matches, so no reason to put up more stress on your body, Marvin. I think.
Yeah, maybe my hip is also happy that I don't have to play singles.
Yes. All right, boys. After we have a little, do you have a little Easter break now? A few days, and then what's next for you?
Yeah, actually, for me, it's not. I'm back training since yesterday. Not fully like 100%, but from today almost because I have a team match on Saturday as well. So yeah, I need to keep the shape, I would say. And then from next week, Tuesday, it's 100% back. So yeah.
Kind of the same for me. I was in Rome for a few days now with my wife, so I had some break,
Nice.
but I also like went to the gym, did some footwork and stuff. So also kept my shape, I would say. So I'm ready for tonight. But then, yeah, from tomorrow on, I will train once a day at least, I would say, and then Monday or Tuesday we will go full gas also again.
Perfect. All right, guys. Then just let's keep this a short one, almost 30 minutes, and yeah, we will be back next week. Maybe with Kirsty, hopefully with Kirsty, maybe with Thomas. We have a little rotating system now in this podcast.
Yeah,
and
we were unlucky today to not have
Yeah.
those two.
Yeah, but we will definitely talk more about the European Championships, men's doubles performance, the Popov brothers, and also Kirsty's roller coaster week with having like serious back trouble, but still managing it to get to the final somehow. Yeah, so a lot to talk about, and then also we have some results from this weekend and then we can maybe also talk about that. And I'm really looking forward to talk to you guys again next week. And yeah, have a nice weekend, Marvin. Good luck tonight. Christo,
Good
you're
luck,
not there.
Dortelweil, right?
No.
And yes, guys, thanks for your time.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
see you soon.
See you soon, guys.
See you.